you still complaining about your child not living up to your expectations? And you are still thinking that why my child is not having so much of talent level, why my child is lagging behind the other children in common sense and presence of mind. If you have all this compliance, let me tell you, I'm going to give you a best solution and make you realize what all the things you're lagging behind as a parent. Okay, I'm Mir Sadruddin, your brain performance coach. I'm going to give you in this video 8 parenting mistakes which you should avoid as a parent. Okay, if you really do this, you would have probably given all your best to your children so that they can live up to your expectations. Okay, good, very good. Now let's look at the first point. What all these 8 parenting mistakes which can delay the takeoff? The first point is not being aware and beware. You as a father, you as a mother need to understand your child very well. Yes, you should know what kind of potential they really possess. Have you any time got this opportunity to find out, or maybe take them to an expert to understand what all the potentials which your child got? Let me give a small example. When the children came to me, one child, for an example I'm telling, she was ambidextrous. She could able to use the right hand, the left hand with the similar efficiency, okay, the similar speed. So this is something which was not known to the child, neither the child nor the parent. That is the way how we really pick up certain hidden potential. For an example, I told you, like this, there are some children who have a fantastic speed of delivering words. There are certain children who lag behind hydrated brain. So these are all the aspects which we need to see what all the potentials they have, what all the mistakes they are making. All these analysis we need to do. Okay, so this is something which you need to do it as a parent. And learning styles, do you know the learning styles of your child, whether it's a visual or auditory, a kinesthetic learner? What will happen if you don't do that? You may not be in a position to guide your child in the right way. Your child, for example, may be an auditory learner, but your child is sitting and moving his eyeball and silently trying to read some lesson, which is not really going to help your child much. Why? Because your child is actually an auditory learner, let's say, because he wants something to go into his ears, or maybe he is a kinesthetic learner who needs to move his muscles, and learn it. So if you fail to understand this, how will you guide your child? Yes, this is something, a foremost important aspect which you should not miss out. The third aspect is look at his interest, the focus on study, the kind of postures they make, the kind of positive attitude he shows towards the studies, right? And what time he gets up. Is he really able to find out what is his peak, biorhythmic cycle? Is he matching, the habits are matching the biological clock of his, of the nature? All these aspects we need to really monitor as a parent, yeah? If at all we want them to really flourish, okay? All right. The fourth important aspect in this first point is what kind of behaviors they show, because the behaviors are emanated from habits. So are they really showing the right habits? Are they really having the right habits? Are they really going to bed late, or are they getting up very late? So obviously the brain will become tired. It will not be, so you don't see a glowing face, you don't see the radiance of the child. So that is what always shows that your child is dull. That is the brand name your child is going to get. Your child is a dull child. No, these are all the simple habits which can really change everything. All right. Okay. Then come to the attitudes. Is the child really having positive thoughts? Because the attitudes are completely emanated from the thoughts. So we need to look at all these aspects. And then point number 2, if you look at why to motivate or inspire our children. It's our responsibility to motivate them or inspire them. We need to give them a proper answer appropriately in the primitive years. When the child is coming and asking you, why should I pray? We need to give the answer, why he should pray. Then if the answer is really good, then probably we'll ask the next question, what should I do? And then he will ask the third question, how should I do? So this is all the way, and we need to lead by example. If you want your child to do prayers, you do the prayers and show. If you want your child to do physical activities, first you get up early and you do the exercises and show it to them. That is how we can lead by example. And please don't compare your children with the next door neighbor or your relative. No, every child is unique. They all are special with their own powers and capabilities. Okay, we cannot compare to orange and and apple cannot be compared. All right. So and don't generate complex, the inferiority complex. Don't generate all that. Even if you could generate a superiority complex, also a problem. Then child will grow like an egoistic person. And please raise the right aspirations. So these are all the very important aspect we need to look at. And point number 3 is why to train your brain. So the brain needs to be trained like we train the entire body. You want your child to be a good athlete, definitely you will train them in the respective area, isn't it? Right? You want a boxer, the hand moving should be faster, right? If he should be a runner, he should really run faster, isn't it? The similar way, if you expect your child to be really sharp minded, you need to increase the speed of the brain, isn't it? You need to focus on the brain health. You need to focus on how you can activate the brain. That is how you can increase the IQ level of the child, right? So this is very, very important. And then look at memory power. Is he able to memorize things in a better way? Is he able to hold the informations, whatever he's studying? See, most of the children, they study in the morning, but they forget by evening. So why is it happening? Because the memory is not strong enough to hold that information. This is something we need to notice, right? Then on that basis, you can improve the competency level of the child. Okay. Point number 4. What is the learning difficulty the child is having, which is very, very important? Focus related. The focus related aspect, you look at, there is the child is having an attention control. Yeah, it is having a lot of distractions. It is not having good concentration. It's very low on his grasping level, and it is having very bad listening skills. So all these aspects come under focus related difficulties. We need to look at that, how we can really help the child to come out of that. And then functional related, we need to help the child through a fantastic latest method. See, there was a time when the study related upgrading was not there. Today everything is scaled up. So in fact every aspect has improved. Everything, we don't drive a Ambassador or Fiat car today. We all go by the latest cars. Then when it comes to study, why do we expect or push or force the children to only follow the same basic module and then put them in by increasing their study time, by putting them in tuitions and cutting down the friends, cutting down the playing time? No, this is not the right approach. We need to really give them the real tool so that they can come out of all those learning difficulties. Yes. Oh, very good. Now functional related aspect is how they can memorize it in a better way, how they can store it for a longer time, how the retention power can be increased. All these aspects will be dealt in that particular area. All right. And then this will basically help them to optimize their study time so that they can plan the study very well, and they can probably utilize the time for their entertainment or playing or physical activities. All right. And this basically going to help how they can bring down on the stress, because stress is a very important aspect. That is where the child is really going to become tired or get completely completely despaired with all the abilities. Okay, so we need to really focus on that. So this is the area. And point number 5, what I can tell you is study a skill learned and applied? Yes, of course. Study is a skill. Like you have so many skills, right? Study is a skill. So you need to really help your child to get that skill. So that is what we actually do here with the imagery substitution. We convert the general data into images, and we help the children to connect them so that they can memorize it. Like you can see, when a child watched a movie, could able to remember the movie for a longer time as compared to what they studied in the morning, right? You agree with me, right? That's why in the dreams you get images, you don't get words or sentences. Yes, so the same thing which we do here in our academy, we help them to completely transform, change everything into imagery substitution method. We give them a lot of study techniques so that they can memorize short answers, long answers, any history, dates, or periodic tables, or any number of information, multiple informations like state capitals, the state and the founded year, any number of information. In fact, it is something like how a person is preparing for a competitive exam, isn't it? It's not only for children, all adults also can make use of this so that they can also transform themselves into a powerful personality. All right, so they really get a very high grade in their exams if they follow. Point number 6, stop forgetting what you study. This is something All these kind of things are available in my YouTube channel, Haaq Academy's YouTube channel. And I'm being a brain performance trainer. I have loaded, I shared all my knowledge and wisdom in my channel. You people can go and see, get the basic information there. Okay, and if you want to really continue as a course, you want to systematic way, you want to study, you can probably join the courses and study and get you best results. In fact, we are going to load and upload another video where the children who pass out the program, we the feedback, the kind of changes they have really gone through, we are going to load that so that you can really take a note of it, understand to what extent the transformation can happen. Even the parents give their best recommendations. They have seen it, how the children have really transformed. Very good. So there should be a systematic study plan, and there is a guy called Ebbinghaus who have drawn the human brain forgetting curve. So he has actually made a big research on how human forgets information. So we are going to give them certain steps how they can counter that, and so that they can really come out with flying colors. All right. And point number 7, reading is very, very important. And at the same time, you need to learn how to read fast. So if you can double your speed, maybe 2 times, 3 times better, we calculate that with the WPM, words per minute. So today, if your child is having 150 words per minute, we can make them 300 words per minute or 450 words per minute with 80% comprehension, so that they can really bring down the level of time consumed towards studies, and also bring down stress level. So this is something which you need to know. Please understand through our videos, and also you can call up and understand that. And point number 8, handwriting. Like we say, academic excellence is the journey from what you know to what you show. So unless if you show properly, it's not really going to get that kind of a recognition. Yes or no? Yeah, you agree? All right. So you need to put them into a mode of how they can write faster, so that they can produce better results in the examination. From the first page to the last page, it will be very consistent and attractive, so that they really score high marks. And here again, writing stress will be very, very minimal, so they need to learn it. I told you, study is a skill. So point number 8 is the most important skill which your child needs to understand. And also it reflects the personality. Clinical psychology and graphology says your handwriting is a reflection of your personality. Yes. So we are here to give you the best courses available in the world, and your child will be coming out with fantastic results and a complete transformation. Yes. Please join my channel, subscribe it, and press the bell notification to get all the video to you. All right. So I'm signing off. We are welcoming you to join our academy.